What story are you telling yourself? We all have a story we tell ourselves, though some of us may not be aware of it. This story tells us who we are, how we see the world, how we see ourselves, how we respond to situations. It's the stream of thoughts that we may or may not be aware of that are running in our minds most of the time. And see, most people are not aware of the story that they are telling themselves. That is until something goes wrong in their lives and the story goes from being relatively pleasant to becoming a bit of a nightmare. So, to give you an example, I'll give you two examples. First, a little less extreme example. My girlfriend is stressed about finding a job. And the story she keeps telling herself is that of stress and anxiety. She says things like, I won't be able to find anything, or nobody will hire me because I'm not from here. And the more she focuses on this way of thinking, this story, the more she's reinforcing the story to herself, and the more the story becomes real. Because whatever you focus on grows. So I had to help her to see that the story she was telling herself, that she didn't even realize that she was thinking this way. Nor did she realize the power of thinking this way. Kind of a negative power, though. You're using your mind to create a negative story. But I had to help her realize that she had a choice of how she used her thoughts. But most people at first, we don't realize how we're thinking. And we actually believe every thought that comes into our heads. And then that brings me to my second example, which is sometimes when the negativity becomes too much, we actually start to wake up from our stories. We start to question our stories. And that's what happened with me. I used to think when I was younger that I had everything figured out and everything was great until life threw me a curveball and it almost destroyed me. I went into a depression for about 15 years. I struggled with my story and my thoughts. It was only when I began and realized that I could observe my thoughts and I could observe my emotions and that I could actually choose what I was going to think about and focus on that my life really started to change. And slowly but surely, the relationship I had with myself improved. I started pursuing my passions again. I began to pursue businesses that I wanted to pursue, and my relationships improved. I met an amazing person and partner. So when you change your story, the point I want to make here is when you change your story, everything else changes. So what story are you telling yourself? And are you aware of the thoughts that are running through your head 90% of the time when you're not aware of them, right? You've probably heard that most of us have the same thoughts every single day. How aware are we of the thoughts that we're having? You know, when you change your story, everything else changes. So if you want to learn how you can change your own story and start living the life that you want, then I encourage you to schedule a free discovery call with me to see if we are a fit to work together. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this video, please share it with somebody who you think would enjoy it as well. And subscribe to this channel if you'd like more content like this. Leave your comments in the comment section, and thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.